Okay, well, it's Sunday morning. It's not quite 10 o'clock. I'm at the park and ride just outside of Cambridge. In a bit, the bus is here, so let's get on the bus, let's go into town. Well, I'm here in Cambridge.
Hi.
With my good collaborator, long-time friend, poet Bon Vivant and raconteur Chip Calhoun, who's doing the storytelling with me this morning. Chip, it's just before it's the calm before the storm. And how are you feeling?
How am I feeling?
Yeah.
I sort of walk into all of these things in a daze, really. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just go there and see who we've got, see what kind of story they're after, and hopefully everyone has a good time.
It's kind of like an improvised, almost like a jazz type thing.
It's definitely jazz, yeah. Yeah, we have the standards, and we see what people want after you.
Yeah,
so.
thanks mate. And we're here. So let's see what we got. Oh my gosh, hang on a sec, look at that. Look at that, there we go. Oh, exciting times. Anyway, let's get set up. This is where we're going to be working. And how cool does that look? That looks ace. You never know what it's going to be like. Someone says we'll organise a space, and then they organise a space. Look at that. That costume, isn't that brilliant? That's the drawing board we're working on. That's Chip's area right there. There's the chair of power. The throne. And some of the books. And there's one of Chip's. Oh, and there's another one of Chip's. And some good stuff. Oh, this is all very exciting. It's the calm before the storm. How big the audience could potentially going to be? 2, 4, 6, 8, 16. About 20 people. Nice. That's good. All right. Okay, so I'm on my way home. It's 5 o'clock. We've done the 2 sessions. They went as well as I could be expected to go. So let's talk about it. Not many people turned up. It's unfortunate, but I mean, it's always the way, you know. You put an event on, you publicise it, and people see it, and they turn up or don't turn up. And if it's a nice day, the chances are they might not turn up, and that's fine. We were there to do drawings related to this book, which is a book called Who Made England. Now all of our books were on sale there. What was interesting is we did stories from Who Made England, and we did a song from this show, which is the First King of England Address, which is sort of like the light-hearted version of Who Made England. If that's anything. But what was interesting is we mainly sold more copies of this book, Cambridge and Folk Tales for Kids, than the other books. This book apparently seems to be very popular. But don't ask me why, don't ask me how, but it is. So, okay, interestingly enough, people enjoyed the show, people enjoyed the stories and the songs and the drawings and all that business. And when the children were able to take these drawings home, they were like, wow. So, I enjoyed drawing on a flip chart. It's a big size, it's on an easel, so there's a challenge there. I enjoyed sort of thinking fast, trying to tell a story or tell the story through multiple images. So yeah, it was a fun afternoon. I got to catch up with Chip as well. I've not seen Chip for a while, and we've collaborated on a lot of things in the past. So we're talking about, what our next collaborations may or may not be. General sort of catching up, which is good, and yeah, it's always good to catch up with Chip. He's always got good stories, yeah. But yeah, well, I'll tell you what though, it's a sweaty thing at the moment, so I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna have a shower, put some comfy clothes on, and maybe open something cold and refreshing, and yeah, that's my day. All right. Bye. it's Tuesday. Monday, very busy. Didn't stop. Didn't get a chance to really record a video. Didn't really do that much comic work. It's kind of disappointing. But I'm not currently doing the challenge, so I'm not going to beat myself up about missing a day at this point. I did watch Pepper DeLuca's videos on the Golden Age Challenge. I've expressed an interest in doing it. I've gone online and I've found a page. And this is the page I'm going to be doing. Yeah, it's the next page. I just need a clarification from Pepper if we're allowed to like reframe the contents. If the panel's not very dynamic, can we make it more dynamic? If we're just like recreating the whole page, then that's cool, that's fine, no problem at all. Yeah, that's it really. That's what we'll work on this week, I think. See you later. Bye. Okay, so this is the page that I've picked for my Golden Age Challenge. It's the next page on Pepper's. Brilliant, right? There's bits I don't like about these panels. So let's take a look, shall we? It's okay. This panel's okay. It doesn't really tell me that he's looking at the radio though, because we can barely see the radio. So I think I'm going to sort of move this to the left and draw more radio. Now this panel really gets my goat. Okay, this is a bank robbery, and apart from that little bit of text there, we wouldn't know. What's the function of this? It's a column. It's there to tell you it's a bank. No. Okay, so here he runs his fingers through his hair. He brings into action the magnetic powers of his steel body and attracts himself to the electric wires, and with the speed of electricity, he sets out for Beeville. It's all right, but that bit to be bigger, I think. Overtakes the fleeing robbers. It's not a terrible panel. I think I want to look at how overhead power lines are drawn and how they deal with bends in the road. Do they go across? Do they cross the road? Good question to ask, right? The car's not very visible. It's a tricky one because you have to show him overtaking the car. So I don't know how you can deal with that. This is, I think, the standout panel on the page, and I think we'll keep that one pretty much as is. Okay, great. Okay, Steele searches the gangsters for the loot. This is okay. Here's the hint of a plane. Here's the telephone, the electricity overhead power cables. I don't know what that is. So that looks like a massive rabbit. So I want to redraw that. I want to add smoke or something to show that there's been a wreck. I love this drawing of the plane. This plane looks great, except the wings are facing the wrong direction. So we'd want to flip the wings round. We've got there's a weird tangent where he's sort of like got this ladder going through his head. I'm not sure about that. Yeah. Then we've got this panel, which I think sucks. An evil face stares down at him. It's this part of the panel. All this real estate is doing nothing. He's not even looking down. So I think I want to change the perspective of that, and I want to reframe that particular shot so he's actually looking down, preferably down to that corner, which would lead us onto this panel. I mean, I don't know how this works at all. the plane must be doing what, 400 miles an hour. You know, this is not a helicopter. This thing's actually in velocity, and this guy's going to run to keep up with it. It's kind of a boring shot. We don't see much of the plane. So yeah, that's the page. Okay. Alright. It's Wednesday. I'm just off to work, so I've got to be quick. Last night I started penciling the page for the Golden Challenge. Golden Challenge? I think we'll go with that. Let's call it the Golden Challenge, the Golden Age Challenge, and here it is. So far I've done Tier 1 Panel 2, Panel 3, Tier 2 Panel 2, and I've just just started penciling some lines down on Tier 3 Panel 2. I've got them here. We're changing some of the angles, some of the shots, and we can talk about that afterwards. Generally, the shots I'm changing, I want to bring the subject matter of the panel closer into focus, or I want to establish the environment better. The bank panel is just gets on my pecs. It really annoys me. The other stuff is just making sure things are to scale. In the other shots, he's as big as the car that he's taking down, and as far as I know, he's got the power of steel, not the power to be huge. So I need to check that. The plane is going to give us some problems as well, because you want the plane in shot and you want him in shot, but that plane looks like it's flying very low to the ground, and it looks huge compared to him. So I don't know what to do about that one. We might have to refactor that panel. But yeah, that's it so far. Today I'll be looking at let's see, Tier 1. I've got here Tier 1 Panel 1, and I'll look at Tier 3 Panel 1, and that will be like the close-up stuff. And yeah, that should be fun. All right, that's enough for now. All right, bye. Okay, it's Thursday. I'm just recording this video very quickly. Today I finished the pencils for the Golden Challenge. I'm calling it the Golden Challenge, and here it is. Coming out really good. Really love it. Done a little bit of research in our current tech project as well. So tomorrow we'll start inking, but right now I'm gonna relax a little bit. My wife and my daughter are on the way home. It's a calm full storm. I've got maybe 20 minutes. So I'm going to watch a documentary called Tabling or Tabled. It's on Vimeo. Links in the show note. Alright, let's get watching telly. Well, it's Friday. I'm on my way home. And it's been quite a week. I forgot to shoot a video yesterday, so trust me when I say yesterday I finished penciling the Golden Project, the Golden Challenge, and today I started inking it. You can see the results here. I like it. The problem, I started on panel 1. I started with Kuretake number 8, and it's one of my favourite drawing pens. I love it. I love drawing with it, but it's very difficult to have a really thin line, which we need to do because I'm working at just a bit bigger than print res, which it limits you. You know, if you're working larger than print res, you can go really thin, and you can go relatively thick, and of course it reduces down, tightens up, looks amazing. That's a problem. That's something eventually we're gonna have to sort out. A way of working at larger than print res on A4 paper. Don't ask me how it's going to work out. Today I've also done a little bit more development work on a software project which I'm tentatively calling AIMS after the lettering guide, and there'll be a video about that on Monday. At the moment I'm sort of up to my elbows trying to work out how to decipher text elements and sort of read them back and preserve things like formatting, alignment, font size, font weight, so like bold italic, things like this. I've got something that almost worked, but then didn't. You know, things like bold italic it would do, but they wouldn't do fonts. So I need to rethink my approach to getting that information. I think it's doable. It just needs a bit of work, is all. So yeah, but yeah, I'll put a video up on Monday about this, or maybe Tuesday. We'll see. Yeah. Anyway, plans for the weekend. I have none. But I'll try and do some more client work. Never can swear to these things. So anyway, hope you all have a good weekend. Hope you're all rested, and we'll pick this up again on Monday. Right? Have a great weekend. See you later. Bye. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you're still subscribed and rock the bell for notifications. Okay, bye bye now.